Oh, blast off. This is war, boys.
That's to arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
All right, we are back to the asylum, rolling with Lilli as usual. We have a particular task at hand here as we start this off. I got my boomer notebook over here because as a boomer, I write everything down. So here's what we gotta take into consideration. We have these insane people who are colorblind and they all want particular ingredients. But the thing is, they can't be the regular natural color. They gotta be different, right? So here's what we got. Here's my notes. Adrian mixes red and yellow colors. He wants tomatoes and no blueberries. Okay? Then we have Petra who mixes yellow and green. Broccoli, no tomatoes. We have Druggle Jug mixes green and blue. He wants bananas, no broccoli. And then we have Peter, who mixes red and green, wants blueberries, no bananas. You following me so far? So I think what we gotta do is probably mix the colors. What does these two colors make? And the color that makes will probably mix the ingredient for, put it on the pizza, and hopefully it works out this time, right? So let's start off with Druggles here. Druggle wants green and blue. Okay? And he wants bananas. So we're looking at bananas here, which is going to be right over here. So if my theory is correct, green and blue, what do we got for green and blue? Well, we get red, right? So let's go ahead and turn these bananas.
How about that? Red bananas.
Right. Look at that. Well, they look like chili peppers now is what they look like.
How about that? Blue broccoli. How about that? Green tomatoes. How about that? Yellow blueberries.
Okay. Hopefully this is the time I get this right, and then I don't have to start this all over again, because I'm going a little bit insane myself doing the same thing over and over. Oh, they're all smiling. This is coming out good. And my green tomatoes.
Green tomatoes.
They're all smiling this time. I think I got it. I guess I'll give it to your king and he can distribute.
Ah, the pizza. Well then. Superb.
Great! I wish I were as good on the phone as you.
Druggle Jug.
And Peter is satisfied too.
Satisfied? How could I be satisfied in such a world, in which the only moments worth living for are those when the pizza arrives with the right toppings?
That means yes.
We owe you one.
Peter almost starved to death.
It's not that bad. I've already lost all hope of dying honorably anyway.
Druggle Jug.
Well said. Now that the food is taken care of, let us begin the game.
Don't you want to play too, sweetie? You'll see. It'll be incredibly fun.
If you take pleasure in such excessive self-degradation.
That and a dice cup.
Druggle Jug.
Uh-huh.
So be it. Then follow us into the world of Hoth Motigor. Your group has set up camp near the infamous Goblin Gorge.
Lilli found herself in a clearing. The campfire was crackling, and the wind whipped through her clothes.
You can hear the war drums of the goblins in the distance. This is your last rest before the great battle.
Lilli did in fact hear drums. An enormous army seemed to be waiting for them in the nearby mountains.
Wait, are you telling the story or am I?
What?
It's just that I see that you don't have the Dungeon Master screen in front of you. And I'm pretty sure that the Dungeon Master is recognized by his Dungeon Master's screen.
That's ridiculous. I'm the narrator. I don't need a...
Well, then why don't you be the Dungeon Master then? I'm curious how you'll do without any battle value tables or source books.
What? But that's...
That's what I thought. And now, move over.
Ow! Hey! You can't just...
Where was I? Oh, yes. You're here on the orders of the king to drive the goblins from the gorge. There are rumors that the goblins have dammed up the Pink River. This has turned Hoth Motigor's most important memorial into a reservoir. the Valley of Unpleasant Memories. Also sitting at the fire is a mysterious local guide. You're tired from the journey, but sleep is far from your mind. Goblin scouts could be lurking anywhere. The black magician Petrula, the noble Sir Drogalot, and the amusing juggler Snippo
I want a different role.
Shush!
are gathering their strength for the battle. Only the Amazonian barbarian warrioress Lilligrim,
Huh? That's you!
only the Amazonian barbarian warrior Lilligrim is restless. It's your move, Lilligrim. What will you do?
All right, boys, we are in the world of Dungeons and Dragons now.
I'll take my D20 now, and I'm gonna roll and see what we...
Okay, I'm gonna stop that voice. All right, so I was wondering who this was, because apparently Adrian's gonna be the dungeon master, so he's over here just narrating everything, so... Mysterious NPC. Okay. I like how Peter is the joker, juggler, whatever you want to call him. The most impressed guy, he's got the silliest role, I love it.
Hello, Lilligrim. Would you like to be amused by my funny pranks? Then watch me. And are you amused?
No, I'm completely amused right now, so what do we have? Attack? Don't attack them. Goblins, juggle, and go to sleep. Nah, I want you to amuse me for real.
Yes. It doesn't just look like it. I am actually juggling only one ball. And I know how ridiculous that must seem. My character sheet said that I, the comical Snippo, have the marvelous ability to juggle 55 balls at once. But as much as I would have liked to imagine what such a thing would look like, the mysterious traveler thought I should just juggle one ball instead, because it's much more contemplative. And as long as my shame or boredom doesn't cause me to spontaneously combust, then I'll stick to that. If you have a better suggestion.
There's not even 55 balls. I want to see this happen now.
I understand. You want to see the trick with the 55 balls? I have to disappoint you. The traveler thinks it's too hectic. And apparently this game is about fulfilling the obscure wishes of randomly appearing cowl wearers. At least this game is sticking to the book.
So it's this guy, Is that freaking Harvey under there? That's probably Harvey, isn't it?
You think I should try it without any balls? Bravo. You found the only way to increase my boredom even more. On the other hand, if I juggle without a ball, I might be able to take a quick nap. No one seems to object to sleeping around here.
Oh. Well, I mean, what do I expect when I tell him not to juggle without any balls?
Sir Drogalot looked splendid in his shiny armor.
Druggle-jug.
Mithril armor? Really?
Druggle-jug.
Okay, then. In his mithril armor.
You gotta get it right. This is Mithril we're talking about here. You understand Mithril? I don't think you understand Mithril. Alright, well, that was inspecting him. Let's talk to him now. You gonna go all the way around for that?
Hello, Lilligrim. You're still up? You should get some rest. I'll keep guard and make sure the fire doesn't go out. Don't look so grim. Your thirst for action is honorable, but the mysterious traveler is right. Strength lies in tranquility.
Lilligrim felt like screaming at the brave Sir Drogalot. She hadn't traveled all the way to Goblin Gorge just to sleep, but something kept her from losing her temper. Fuming, she turned away from her companion. Her eyes fell on the quiet traveler who had listened to the entire conversation. Was that a smile she saw beneath the hood?
I know you're responsible for all this, evil Harvey. Okay, so... Well, I mean, this guy went to sleep and I got a ball from it, right? What if I... Go to sleep, dude.
Are you as tired as I am?
No, I can do it again. Oh. Those eyes are looking mighty heavy. There he goes. Okay, so do I take a sword now, or his sword's gone? We got a wood log and campfire. I guess we'll take the wood log. Oh, you're gonna go all the way around for that now. Just grab it right there. You were nearby. Okay, well, we got wood log now, too.
You don't need to roll to figure that out. They're logs.
How about that? Okay, so we got logs now as well.
Petrula sat by the fire and watched the tea kettle. Briefly describe yourself.
Well, I'm like a totally powerful wizard and pretty, but also totally powerful. And I'm wearing a robe embroidered with gold. And it's totally pretty, you know? Underneath the hood, I look like totally gothic, but pretty.
Thanks, Petra. That's enough.
Don't startle me like that. Can't you see I'm watching the kettle?
Indeed you are. Well, it seems like everybody so far is falling asleep, so I think that's what we gotta keep doing. We have attack, goblins, kettle, and sleep. Let's see what's the deal with the kettle.
If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm brewing a diabolical magic potion, of course. Well, it's actually a calming tea. I really wanted to conjure some coffee demons, but they don't let you get any sleep. And we do need our strength for the battle. Now I have to watch the kettle before it starts to whistle. The traveler has such sensitive ears.
Well, what if I was to persuade you to? Oh, watch the kettle. Yeah, what if I watch the kettle? I watch it?
Don't you want to sleep? I wonder why. Because I'm really exhausted. Oh, if you're staying up anyway, do you think you could watch the kettle?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, great. Then I can finally get some sleep. As you know, we need our strength for the battle.
All right, another one bites the dust. So what do we take from you? Safety kettle? I can't take. I can only watch.
You see a large cauldron. Roll for perception. You discover a safety valve.
One that I can't interact with yet. Okay. Well, they're all asleep. Let's talk to Mysterious Heart.
My goodness. Who do we have here then? A little barbarian warrioress? I sense great anger in you. Could it be that the thirst for battle sits in this little chest? Then let me give you some advice. Swallow it. The most successful battle is the one that doesn't even have to be fought. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
Lilligrim could hardly believe her ears. Wasn't this a fantasy role-playing game? What fun was there in imagining aimlessly sitting around a campfire? Lilligrim didn't dream of listening to the soothing advice of the mysterious NPC. If anything, it just made her angrier. Too bad that she had to stop herself from losing control. She would have loved to have screamed this dope's head off.
So that's probably the next restriction we're trying to remove here. Getting angry or whatever, something along those lines. I can't see him access my restrictions right now for some reason. Okay, is there anything else that we can do? Oh, we have an arrow here. To the Goblin Gorge, alright. Go see what's happening. Oh.
Well, well, is that the legendary army of Hoth Mortigor? A little girl with braids? Fabulous. Oh, why so angry, little girl? You're not here to declare war, are you? It would almost make a pleasant distraction, putting your feet up and drinking tea all the time. In the long run, it's not good for my goblin army. But why should I sound the horn for battle? My scouts told me about your lazy companions. You can't possibly think you can defeat my army with those dopes? I hardly think so. As long as we are not being attacked, I'll stick to the advice of this friendly traveler. Wait and see and drink tea.
Lilligrim was boiling with rage. She was very close to throwing a tantrum, but something was holding her back.
So, what the hell do we gotta do? Is there anything else that we talked to now that we talked to the king?
But, what's got you so worked up? Let me guess. You spoke to the Goblin King, and now you're furious because there's not going to be a battle. Aren't you happy that I found a peaceful alternative to fighting? Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? I've already got your friends wrapped around my little finger. And as long as everyone stays calm, that's how it's going to stay. Just face it, I've got it all under control. And as you know, throwing a temper tantrum is just bad behavior. So be a good little barbarian warrioress and take a nap.
But we wanna lose our temper. Alright? That's the behavioral block then. Got wooden logs. What if I maybe what if we trap the ball in there? Is that a possibility?
Good! The ball was stuck, but the pressure in the cauldron still wasn't enough for something to happen.
Oh. But if we stoke the fire with some more wood...
You try putting the logs on the fire. Roll for sneak and hide so Sadrugalot doesn't wake up. Done! The logs were in the fire.
But child, what are you doing? This noise can't possibly be good for the group harmony. Without wanting to rush you, maybe now is the time for controlled, well-considered action. If you proceed with the required calm, I'm sure you'll be able to defuse the situation before there's a disaster. I really must insist you stop making that sound. Can't you see that you're threatening to destroy the idyllic calm?
Oh! Blast off! This is war, boys!
That's to arms! They've declared war on us! Sound the horn!
That sound. I have to keep calm. Enough. I can't take it anymore. This noise is driving me crazy. I'm losing control. To arms.
Awaken, warriors! Oh. Okay.
Finally, the fun part of the role-playing game began. The group stormed the battlefield with no restraint. They were led by Lilligrim, who furiously swung her berserker sword in circles. And as the dice rolled in the institution, so did the heads of goblins in Hoth Modagor. It seems it is a good idea to occasionally vent your rage. It was a short battle. The goblins were powerless against the fury unleashed by the group. The plans of the Goblin King were thwarted.
Lilligrim found the defeated monarch cowering beneath one of the support beams of the dam.
Lilli. Poor, foolish Lilli. That was a terrible mistake.
Lilligrim was still wondering what he meant when she heard an ominous crack above her.
It's the pink! The pink is back.
When the pink floods had subsided, our heroes were faced with an incredible sight. The Valley of Unpleasant Memories.
Will you look at that?
I have to admit, I'm really blown away.
We shouldn't be here.
Ha! You've always been quite the comedian, Snippo.
No, I mean it. This valley is cursed. I heard that. Wait a second. Lilli?
What's wrong with her?
Oh no. Realization. Yo.
Do we get XPs now?
Lilli had seen the truth. I'm sure you can imagine how she felt at that moment. You can't? Oh well. Who knows what really goes on in the mind of a little girl?
Do you feel all right, little girl? Little girl? Hello? Are you okay? I was worried, you know? Brr. Am I crazy, or did it just get colder in here?
You know, for the longest time, like, in the comments especially, I've seen a lot of people being like, well, she's a little girl, she doesn't even know that people are dying, and I guess I kind of had that idea myself too, because, you know, she's been taking everything in stride, like, people are dying, it's like, oh, hee hee hee, because she doesn't realize it, and now she just literally, everything came pouring down, all those bodies. Alright, and with that dose of reality, we are out of time. I'm going to wrap it up here for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stick out for the next episode. We shall see where this goes from now that Lilli realized that, well, a lot of people have died because of her. Catch you guys next time.